Hello everyone, we welcome you all for the next session on the poem The Handicapped Caught in a Camera. And this poem has been written by Raghuvir Sahay, an Indian Hindi poet. He was not only a poet, he was also a short story writer, an essayist, a literary critic, a translator, and a journalist. And he was also a chief editor of the political Hindi weekly called Dinman from the year 1969 to 1982. He was awarded Sahityā Akademi in the year 1984 for his Hindi poetry collection called Log Bol Gaye Hain. They have, in English, it is translated as They Have Forgotten. And to move on to the poem, The Handicapped Caught in a Camera. And this poem, the poet highlights the plight of the handicapped men and women. And it is also from the note of abled and disabled people. How abled people, people with all the skill sets, people with all the abilities, how they deal with people with the disabilities. And this poem is set in a studio, a television program, and where a differently abled man has been invited for an interview. And this poem has been written in first person plural as we shall. So the first line, we shall appear on television, reveals the idea of convincing the disabled person to appear before a television program, telling him that you will all appear or you will appear on television, and we the able and the strong. Look at the tone of the speaker, or it is the attitude of the people who work in the media or a TV program, claiming that they are able and they are strong people, which means in terms of senses and abilities, they are strong enough. And we shall bring a poor man into a closet room which refers to a studio hall. And we shall ask him, look at that, we shall ask him, like, so are you handicapped person? And but why are you handicapped person? Your handicap must give you pain. Now does it? These are the attitudes of these people when they ask you before making the person handicapped person sitting in a studio and before a camera, everything has been recorded. And asking such a question, asking a question like going and asking a person, are you a handicapped person? You know that he is a handicapped person, and knowingly asking you to project through the television program saying that this man is a handicapped man. And why are you a handicapped person? It's not that he wished to be a handicapped person, right? But look at the attitude of the media people. Why are you a handicapped person? To probe more and more questions, they ask him to speak. And these questions make the person, handicapped person, feel hurt. So it is someone's hurt, the other side, you see, they get pleasure. And this is not the right attitude. And he condemns, he satirizes those people through this poem. Raghuvir Sahay condemns such kind of attitude of the media people because they want this particular television show or this particular TV program should be watched by many people, or they, you may consider it, this program may get more TRP rate, right? And this program must be interesting. To make the program more interesting, just making the person cry in front of a camera. And yes, the camera come in a big close-up shot. Look at that. Whenever you have a close-up shot, it is all about when somebody fails or when somebody is too sad, when somebody goes through painful situation, and you keep a close-up shot, especially in when you shoot a program to reveal someone's emotion, the camera angle, it should be the close-up shot. Yes, so tell us about your pain. What is this pain quickly? See, these people, media people, want to know how it hurts the disabled person. and he wouldn't be able to tell. Now think, just tell us, how does it feel to be a handicapped person? How? I mean, how does it feel? Look at the way that people question. How does it feel when a handicapped person goes through disabled problems? They may have so many issues, and these people want him to speak so that the person goes back, the disappointments, the disgusting situation, and unable to speak, unable to share. At one point of a time, you see, this disabled man may shed tears, and that's what he says. We shall ourselves helpfully gesture at a hint. Does it feel so? There are some lines which are in bracket to make the program more interesting as per the plan they have set. Now think, tell us, just concentrate. We can't lose this opportunity, right? Look at this. This is what they speak to this disabled. See, when you look into this poem, you'll come across, you will have a question whether these people, those who work in the TV shows, TV programs, or the creative head or program head, do they have any ethics, media ethics, or do they have value system at all? If you read this whole poem, you'll come to know whether they have value system, whether they have ethics, media ethics. And look at the next. You know how to make the program interesting. They know all the strategies how to make the program interesting. And they also have a plan that we shall ask and reduce him to tears. So keep asking so many questions, targeting the person, because this man is powerless. This man is not enough. No, a person who is so weak, and these people who are able, who are powerful, they can suppress, they can make the blind man, the disabled man to cry like anything. That's what the third line says. Do you also wait for him to start crying? Do you? Which means this is a question where they keep asking indirectly to the viewers. Then we shall show on the screen through the camera, they will show the close-up angle of his blinded eye, a big blow up, and on his lips at twitch. And that again, we hope you will take it for the pain of the handicapped. In order to convey the pain of this handicapped man, they will have a close-up shot of a camera. One more attempt, viewers. Please stay with us. Keep watching. We must get both to start crying at once. Here the both refers to the viewers, those who watch the program, as well as the blind man who has been invited for this interview. And camera cut. It didn't work. Never mind. Time on the screen is precious. Now we shall smile. Now there is a cut, and he says, time is so precious. Now we shall smile. Look at the contrasting. You made these people, media people, made this man cry like anything by throwing so many questions about his pain, agony, and his plight. At the end, they never feel empathized. They never empathized with this man. Instead, they just say, now we shall smile. Now, tell us, do you think these people have some kind of a human emotions? Never. And you were watching the socially purposeful program. Look at that tagline, the last line. You were watching a socially purposeful program which all but came off. Thank you. So, which means they wanted to create a kind of awareness through this poem. But did these people remain a good human being? Was there any humanness in questioning this, this particular disabled man? Let's move on to some more critical analysis of the poem. And of course, this poem highlights the plight of a differently abled in the world of able-bodied men and women. It is all about two set of people. one is abled and the other one is disabled. And there is also a masochistic pleasure, when somebody is crying, shedding tears, suffering, and you humiliate them, right? Strong in humiliation. And what do they get? It is selfish. They want their program to be interesting. They want the program to be watched by many people and the TRP to be increased. So through which they generate more revenues. And he also portrays a television program in which poor blind man is asked hurting questions like, tell us about your pain, handicapped. Is it, how long it has been? How does it feel? All these questions are all hurting questions. And you cannot ask them this kind of a questions in front of, through the television program, right? These are the questions to the blind man answer: how he has got handicap, how it's paining, how it's hurting, and how he feels deprived in the world of these kind of people marauders. And his intention of the program head or the presenter of the program has only one intention: to make the program interesting however it goes, never mind about others' emotion. By putting this kind of embarrassing questions to get response from the participant or the interviewee, he succeeds in reducing him to tears by asking so many questions, emotional, right? Emotional attack, no sentiment questions, through which the program can be viewed by so many people. The success lies in making both the eyes glint with the tear dews. So someone's tear turned to be the success of the some other person. The strong man's success lies in the weaker section of the society and their pain and their tears. And that takes a nasty turn as it blows up the handicap several times by a close-up angle in the interview. And this will then gloat at creating awareness. At the end of the poem, you see, this is to create awareness about it. After they made the poor soul groveled like anything. And he also has an aversive tone that dismisses all these things, practices in the name of a modernity and creating awareness. When you create awareness, it should not affect others. And that is the main idea of the poem. Thank you.